It is August 31st, and we're out here in the garden to show you what's going on. Lots has changed. September's right around the corner, and things have changed all over the place. As you can see, those two sunflowers no longer have the tops. I cut them off because they were ripe for the seeds, so they're inside drying off. I'll have to show you what's going on inside too, but you can see lots has changed. We did harvest our very first corn cob off of our sweet corn, because you can see they're all starting to get their cobs, which is pretty cool. The popcorn's doing the same. We are getting lots of squash. Well, these are pumpkins. There's nothing on them yet, just the male flowers, but down in here we got ourselves some squash. There's two on this branch, but all the energy seems to be going into this one. Two spaghetti squash, so that's pretty cool. I might have to trim the top to push all the energy in there. We'll see how that goes. These potatoes are still super happy. It's just crazy. It's the longest surviving potato plant I've had. You can see the herbs are doing their thing. I've trimmed a lot, I've dried a lot, and it's all continuing to grow, continuing to pick more. As you can see, I got the lemon verbena. I picked some of this, a lot of the sage to dry. There's two little tiny tomatoes on that guy. We got a bunch of lettuce popping up in there. That's pretty cool. Stevia is getting pretty big. That one there. And you got our mint. There's another spaghetti squash right there. Been picking chamomile constantly. We have like 2 full jars of dried chamomile now, which is insane. Popcorn popping up. There's another squash. This is the one that's the closest to being picked. Not yet though, but he's the ripest. And check out these gardens. Absolutely incredible. Just plants everywhere. I mean, there's a beautiful amaranth. They don't have their flowers yet, but they're growing. Tons and tons of flowers on these pumpkins. Just pumpkins and pumpkins. And look at that. The beans are flowering. And the purple bean over there. Another one right here. Another one of the green beans. Oh, look at that. Getting the first beans. That's pretty sweet. Nice, nice. And this is definitely a giant pumpkin variety. Like, I don't know the species name, but oh, there's a pumpkin right there. Look at that. That guy's coming from this plant over here though. But this is definitely a giant pumpkin, like those ones that you carve jack-o'-lanterns out of. So that's crazy. Crazy huge. There's a kale I transplanted. There's some beans in there. We're getting tons and tons of jalapenos. So many jalapenos. I counted them. Oh, I did pick some. I'm gonna do some pickling, but I tried counting them the other day and I counted over 36, and that's not even all of them. So that's amazing. I love jalapenos and I love pickled jalapenos, so it's gonna be have a lot of that. You'll see there's spinach and Swiss chard coming down here. Some of these peas, I don't know what's gonna happen with those, but and we're getting bell peppers, little funny shaped ones. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a nice one there too. Decent size. Not bad. As you can see, most of the tomatoes, I mean, there's tons of new green ones, but we've picked so many tomatoes from this guy. Look at that. Amazing. That's a funny looking one. He has this funny lump on him, but amazing. And they're starting to grow pretty long. You can see this guy's starting to droop. Gonna have to re-tie him up more. And you see these guys. This guy has tons. Nothing ripe yet though. Actually, we had one ripe one because they were down here. We had one nice ripe one, so he was pretty good. You can see the pumpkins just spreading. Oh, they're so cool. Hollyhocks are all seeding. You can see this pumpkin. That's the biggest pumpkin we have so far. I really hope they turn out before like it gets too cold here, you know? We'll have to wait and see. But, oh, look at that. The basil is so tall. Nice. And we got kale, more transplanted kale, Swiss chard coming up. The peas, all down, all schmagged. They're all done now. Been picking some cucumbers off, but they're not in a very good spot. They're not getting the proper sun they need. And, yeah, kind of too bad. But we've been getting some, so it's alright. It's all good. Tobacco has been producing lots. They've kind of been spending time picking off the suckers and any unwanted growth to put all the energy into the leaves. But I won't take the bags off, but they have tons and tons of seed heads. So I'm going to have way more than enough tobacco seeds. Again, Cuban and Virginia Gold over here. Virginia Gold is nice and bushy looking. Look really nice. And then some of these leaves, oh yeah, that one's probably ready to get picked. So some of them are getting there, but taking a bit longer. Sumac. I had a carrot bloom. No idea why. They're biannual, so it takes 2 years for them. Well, the first year they just grow the bottom leaves, and then the next year they'll shoot up the flowering stalk. So I don't know why this one decided to do it the first year, but it did. I've never seen that before. Very interesting. As you can see, the kale has come back. I've really cut back on cutting them back. Okay, but literally though. And yeah, I'm getting tons of kale again. Hoping to get some cabbage. I don't know what's gonna happen with these cabbage boys, but I'm gonna get something from them. They're cool. Never done cabbage before. The broccoli has been shooting up funny. Those little tiny flowers, which I've been picking them off to can, see, like that, little tiny ones. It's because of the heat. We've had another big heat wave, but it's apparently going to be cooling down a bit now as we go into it September. The wildflowers are kind of dying back, except, oh, look at that. Crazy, he's growing huge. Nasturtiums. And this tomato plant's doing pretty well, actually. Don't know if we'll get any tomatoes from him, but we shall see. And there's the funny carrots. They're still hanging in there, the overcrowded carrots, but it's all good. Getting lots of the Swiss chard leaves are coming back. They've definitely gotten a little bit more bitter because they've been growing into the summer, getting more chlorophyll in there. But look at the seeds, tons of seeds, and that makes me really happy because I love Swiss chard. They're so good. And the lettuces are all bolting. Look at that little first flower I've seen. So the lettuce is bolting. Cauliflower, I think I saw some little flower, yeah, right in there. There's some little flower buds. But again, they're all covered in, these plants are covered in so many strange aphids. Like, look at this. But I don't know what's gonna happen with these cauliflower, but we might get some. That frickin' celery's doing nothing. Still, we're getting more beans. Stuff's popping up. Yeah. I'm excited for the fall, that's for sure. I'm excited for the fall harvest season. Getting lots of awesome plants. I'm excited to do mushroom foraging and root harvesting in the wild. Back here, actually, we have the largest squash. That beautiful. That's the biggest one we have. And I trimmed the squash a bit, trimmed the plant to boost all the energy into there. But yeah, I actually think that's pretty much it that has changed. Just harvesting more, things are growing more. You know how it is with gardens. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have yourself a good day and grow your own food. Feel free to like and subscribe. Well, have a good one.